Probably is F because there are so many better choices for a thrower. Nani is E because Nani is not very good at anything. Yan is only good at solo showdown, and that is a problem. Surge's character is fun to use, but overall not a good brawler. Frank is so slow, and when you attack, you have to stop completely. That's a big problem. I don't know much about Colonel Ruffs, but I've just heard bad about it, so that's why Colonel Ruffs is D. B is simply under average. It was a tough choice to make Byron either a D or a C, but I chose D. 8-bit is very slow. Ems is almost a C. Lou is almost an E because I don't like Lou. If you want to use a thrower, just use Sprout. And if you want to use a tank, just use Bull. I like Jessie, but Jessie isn't good enough for C. Again, if you want to use a tank, use Bull. Some people like Sandy a lot. I don't really like Sandy, so it's a problem that 2 legendaries are this low. Crow isn't as good as it used to be, but Crow's still decent. I really like Max because Max is so OP in Brawl Ball, but I've never seen anyone use it in any other game mode. Gold is just average because it's one of the trophy hero brawlers, so it's meant to be average. I was thinking about putting B at B, but I don't like B that much personally. Jean is C because there isn't anything that stood out to me about Jean to move it up or down. I love Rico, but I might have moved Rico down to D. Brock isn't very special in one way, so I couldn't really make a decision. Colette is here because I just got Colette, like literally, and I don't know much about Colette. I'm like, would be B or A if Sprout didn't exist. You don't see people using Pam that much anymore, and I think it's because Pam is getting worse, which is why Pam is down to C now. I was debating between C and D for Poco, but I decided C would be better because if I put Poco at D, it would mess up the whole tier list. Amber is either a B or A in my opinion, but I'd put Amber at B. And Mr. P is so good, so I might put Mr. P at A too. Tara, because Tara is just absolutely OP from close range. Some modes or maps, Jackie is just unbelievably good, so that's why Jackie's a B. Bo is B because each of the arrows does so much damage, which makes Bo very good. A lot of people forget how good Nita is, just because it's the second brawler you get, so don't sleep on Nita. Edgar is an absolute beast at solo showdown and Brawl Ball. The only reason Mortis isn't a C is because Mortis can play Brawl Ball sometimes, and in solo showdown it's very easy to camp and win games. Penny is balanced, and that's why I like Penny. I might have put Penny at A. Sniping is like my favorite thing in games, so that's why I just love Piper. At first, when everyone was making Carl S on their tier lists, I didn't believe it, but now I do. Carl's good. Gale is almost an S, but Gale is OP right now. Don't forget about that. Sprout has aimbot, that's all I'm gonna say. Finally, Spike. Once you get Spike to power 10, Spike is just too good. Too much damage if you hit a dirt shot.